20 million Americans have overcome addiction, and it's an achievement to be recognized. That's the idea behind the Recovery Walk, to help people realize that addiction is an illness that needs treatment and not something to be ashamed of. They're fighting the stigmas often attached to addiction, one step at a time. Here with details on this year's event are Pittsburgh City Council President Bruce Krause, Eric Lyle, the CEO and planned president of PA Health and Wellness, and Jessica Williams, the Director of Communication at the Institute for Research, Education, and Training in Addictions. She's also the organizer of this year's Recovery Walk. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
I'll start with you, Bruce. When we talk about recovery, what exactly are we saying?
Well, recovery is the release from addiction, if you will. I started drinking alcoholically at age 12, which is probably pretty staggering for many people to understand. But I've always been very open and honest about my recovery, because I think it's, especially at this time, very important to share with people that there is hope, and that really is the message of the Recovery Walk, that there is hope, and that one, if you find yourself struggling with addiction, you don't have to do it alone. There are thousands and thousands of people that are there to help you.
So talk about the goals of the walk. As we said, this isn't something to be ashamed of, but something that you should, talk about and get help with. Talk about the goals of the walk.
Well, the goal is to remove that stigma that one would think drug addicts or alcoholics are only people that one might find on the street or in certain walks of life, or that fit a certain image. I've always been very open and honest about my story, because you don't expect that presidents of city councils are also recovering alcoholics.
Right.
And so, which is important for us to celebrate recovery and to show that it affects every facet of life, and it's not necessarily the people that you think.
And I'll get to you in just a minute, Eric, but Jessica, if I could, you were organizing last year's walk, and there was a lot of fun, a lot of people there. Tell us what you're looking forward to this year.
Well, a lot of what's going to happen this year is along the same lines as last year, but it's going to be bigger, and I think potentially even more fun. So this year we're hoping to hit around 2,000 registrants, and we'll have, as Bruce said, all different kind of folks. Lots of fun stuff for families, treatment centers, music, and speakers who tell their own personal recovery stories.
We're looking at some pictures now from last year's walk, so we see some of what you were talking about. And Eric, why is it so important for you guys to sponsor this event?
Yeah, that's a great question. So this is actually the second year that we've done that. We were the original sponsor for the first event last year, and it just speaks to the heart of our organization. Our organization is brand new to the state of Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
We are Pennsylvania Health and Wellness. We're a subsidiary of Centene Corporation, and our focus is on really the needy population, and this really speaks to what our company is all about.
So let's say someone's recovering and maybe they haven't overcome that stigma yet. They are maybe a little shy or afraid to come out. What would you say to them, Bruce?
That's such a great question. Please come to the walk. You're going to meet people that have shared your common experience, and I think it just might help you to, again, overcome that stigma and perhaps find a friend that can help you. The key, and I would think most people would agree, the key to addiction is one alcoholic or addict helping another alcoholic or addict.
And Jessica, again, it's going to be an early morning start, I'm sure. Is there anything else that those who want to participate should keep in mind?
Yeah, come out at 9 a.m. We're going to kick off our walk straight from the Strip District down Penn Avenue, starting at around 9:30, and then we'll arrive in Market Square around 10:30 or 11, and we'll have what we're calling a Recovery Expo. So that's where a lot of the activities and the community resources are going to be located, and the whole thing should wind down around 1 p.m.
I was going to say, because this is more than just the actual walk. There's a lot more to it.
Yeah, and may I take a moment to thank Eric for being such a wonderful partner in this, and we couldn't have done it without PA Health and Wellness or Eric, and I just want to make certain that we recognize him and thank him for his help.
It's certainly our privilege. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well, thank you all for joining us so much. Of course, we're talking about PA Health and Wellness. This is the Recovery Walk. The second annual Pittsburgh Recovery Walk will be held on Saturday, September 16th. Again, the walk begins in the Strip District and ends in Market Square. For more details on the day's events, you can visit our website, kdka.com/PTL. We'll have a link posted there for you.